Dracula. Hello YouTube fans. Thought I'd just say that just for the fun of it. As we're now going to do my next vampire film, that being Dracula, starring Fantero in the 1979 version of Dracula. Now this is the sort of film, and I'm going to be honest, as I would have watched it years and years ago, but I thought, this is shit. It's not scary, not frightening, it's boring. But over the years, watching it with different eyes, I actually like this one. I think Fantero, to me, this is how Christopher Lee should have played it. Now, as you know, I like Christopher Lee as an actor. Damn good actor. Appeared in Star Wars, appeared in a Bond film as the villain, Man with the Golden Gun. He appeared in a lot of the Frankenstein films. So he was in the very first Hammer House version of Frankenstein, as I meant to say. He was in a lot of the Hammer Houses. He played Kung Fu. Not the sailors, you know, the bad guy, Kung Fu. Fu Manchu, if I remember right, Fu Manchu, sorry. He's been in a lot of things, Christopher Lee. But as Dracula, the only thing I think he sucked was ass. But that's nothing against Christopher Lee, because Christopher Lee was in my room. He'd probably agree with me. He would say, you're right, Pete. I did suck ass. Because he hated the role. You asked Christopher Lee, and he'll tell you open and honest, he hated it. He felt he wanted it to be more based on the book, you know, the novel of Dracula. You know, the Ben Jolter's version of Dracula. He wanted it more like the book version, but Hammer House wanted it to make it more their own. But I think Fantero, he plays it good. He's smooth, he's good looking, especially in that era. And he had a charming voice. It's one of them I like when it comes to vampires, because two vampires I like, who I think is smooth, good looking, because Rutherford with their dashing looks, would be the original vampire in the original, the good one, Fright Night. You know, the next door neighbour. You fancies Charlie Brewster's girlfriend, Hamer, the vampire in Fright Night. He was good looking and smooth and denim hair, a bit like me. And Fantero was also smooth. I do love the opening in it. You know, you got the ship and it bashes across the rocks. You got that wolf attacking people, and that's that, you know, that Universal, which was done by Universal, a little bit of Hammer House, but more Universal feel. The roof changes, and then that's where you get the fulfillment of Dracula. In this, again, like I say, he's good looking and he's smooth. You do get a lot of other date actors like Tom Presence. He's in this. One day after he did the original Halloween, he appeared in this. I thought it was funny actually. There's a scene now, I'm not making this up. There's a scene where the girl uses her mate. She dies, her mate, right? And she's sobbing her heart out and everything. And he's getting stuck in with a fried breakfast, fried egg all over his face. And he's getting stuck in with a fry up. Well, I like a fry up from time to time. It's just the fact this poor girl has lost her mate. If it was Lucy, you know, a bit of taking off the book here. Could be right and wrong. If it was Lucy who died and she's crying the river and he's getting stuck in with a fucking fry up. Well, I like it, you know, it is what it is. I like the guy in it. You know, I think he plays a better role than the one of, you know, the one with Gary Oldman. I think he played it better than the boy in that. We all know, you know. He did play a better performance. And, you know, that's a really lot of good casts and a lot of good actors are in this film. I wouldn't cast it being a horror, but it does have horror moments. To me, I just feel this was more of an epic. It's more of an epic of Dracula. You know what I mean? Not as much of an horror. Do you have horror moments, like the bit where he's going across the wall? You know, I do like that. With the Dan I did later on, as Terry Oldman did that, you know. In Ben Jolter's Dracula, which might be the next one I'll talk about, but I'll talk about the old classic Universal one from 1931. Why not? But I like Fantero as Dracula. You know, he makes it his own. He doesn't try and imitate Ben Bedoster. Doesn't try and act like Christopher Lee. He does it his own fucking way. And for that, Fantero, I dilute you. I fucking dilute you. I do like the idea of the girl in it who gets turned into a vampire. The scene where it mentions killing a baby, but it's not chewing your fucking face. Because you know me, you know what I'm like. I don't like seeing harm done to kids. And I do love to see where you got Van Helsing. The only bit with Van Helsing in this, you felt compared to let's say Peter Tussing. I just didn't think it was as good as Peter Tussing. Good actor paid him, but I just didn't think it was as good as Peter Tussing. But I do feel it's sad. He has to sacrifice his daughter. He's got all this brilliant makeup though, right makeup, and I do actually like this one. This is the one of the Draculas I like, because over the years you had a lot of shit versions. You know, you had Dracula, you had the 7 fucking vampires. Fucking hell, one day before this, you even had a porno version of fucking Dracula. Love at First Bite, and not about the comedy one. There was an adult film called that, we had a soft version and, you know, an hard version. But I'm not going to go into the man bang thank you man, but, you know, they had an adult version of it. You know, you had the comedy one, which was Love at First Bite, the one I reviewed, which just still makes me laugh now. But this is when they started to make Dracula a bit more back to his old roots, let's say, you know. After having shit like Dracula 72 AD and Dracula's specific fucking rim job, this is the Dracula I like, and I like it because it's professing. It's professing. Now, I do know that I've had different versions before based on the book, you know. You had Jack Palance play Dracula in 74, which was more faithful. And I think you even on BBC back in 1977, which you can find on YouTube if you look it up. BBC One in 1987, BBC One, say it again, in 1977 did their own version of Dracula in 1977. So in this one in 79, they did make it a bit more back to his old roots. The other bits in there was a bit, we'd have the disco lights, so the scene with Dracula shags the derm, but they wanted to make it mild, so you get this fucking Saturday night fucking fever shit. That's why fucking Dracula didn't do the fucking nightlife, you know, you hear that song, I love the nightlife, I love the booty. That's why I didn't fucking do that, innit? You know, the disco fucking lights, they couldn't do me that, but it's still not a bad one. Sad to say though, over the days they put a different version out where it's shot in black and white, and I've heard rumours that that's how the director wanted it, in black and white. And originally it was in colour, you know, it was colourised, you know, it was a late 70s film. Down to find its original format version now, so we're going to have to rate whoever ding me. If anyone can find that version now, please, shit about Brian here doesn't like, please let me know where that version is. I'd love you, I'd suck you, I'd tiss your ass, I'll fucking pay to you like your dad. Let me know where that colourised version is, because the one I've got, the one with Fan Fidelo, Dracula version, the black and white, it just gets annoying after a bit. It gets annoying. I want it in its original colourised version. I want it, if anyone could find me a version of that and know where there is a version of that, I will fucking tiss your ass. I really will. I'll fucking dilute you. Because I love the Fan Fidelo. To me he was good and he was great. He gets to do everything he's loosely leading off. Because it's slightly different in this compared to the book version. Because now's a fucking name, right? And he turns off. And the way Dracula gets it, he gets in the sun. Right, it's hard to explain. He gets in the sun. And believe it or not, Van Helsing gets killed in this. The main hero gets killed, Van Helsing. But he just picked up a good fight. The sun gets him and you think, oh, he's going to get burnt, you know, a bit like in Fight Night, and he's going to get burnt to a twist. But he don't. I love the way he does it. It's sort of like mildly gets burnt. But that's like an ending where you think, actually thinking, is he dead or not? And the music is iconic. The music is brilliant. The music in this, top notch. But yeah, have you ever seen this film with Fan Fidelo? Get this Dracula out. Is it as good as this, let's say, the Bantoltrus Dracula? No, but it's still a step up from the later Dracula films, and for that, it's a classic. If you can ever find it, and find a colourised one, please let me know. I will definitely tiss your bumhole. Into then, I'll see you later.